Hello, my Aquarius lovelies. This is your reading for March 2023. We're going to first do a little clarification on what was going on in February, what we're leaving behind in February, and then we're going to look at what's coming in March. My name is Natasha. We're going to start with your good old-fashioned Rider-Waite Tarot to see what's kind of going on. We're going to clarify with my favorite Oracle deck, Visions from the Liminal Space, and then we're also going to pull one card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck just to give us a little something. How you doing, my Aquarius? These decks are already shuffled. I'm going to give them a little zhuzh and we're going to see what comes out. It was just Aquarius season. Happy belated birthday, my Aquarius friends. How you doing? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, save, share, all those things, whatever he does on YouTube, all these social medias. If this reading resonates, remember to take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of this might be for you, some of it might be for another Aquarius. Let's see what was going on with y'all in February. What are we leaving behind in February? The devil almost came out. The devil was like, almost came out. Ace of Swords. I feel like we definitely had an aha moment in February. Some like new way of thinking kind of came in February where we were like, Aquarius, you were like, oh, so that's why that happened, or that's why I've maybe been feeling this way, or that's why, like, you know, it was like a light bulb moment. I feel like a light bulb moment kind of went off in your head, Aquarius, where you were like, oh, like the universe really just gave you that download and you were like, suddenly things make sense. And, you know, I feel like you're feeling a little shook about it, Aquarius. It was like something shifted, like just a dimensional shift in your brain and during your season, Aquarius. You were like, oh, wow, suddenly things make sense. Some kind of victory in February, Aquarius. We love to see it. The Six of Wands, a card of victory. I think whatever that epiphany was that you had in February was like again, an aha moment. It was like, Eureka, I found it. You know, but it led us to victory. Even if it didn't, you know, because of the Ace of Swords, it's the swords, it's the intellect. I feel like it was like a victory in your own mind, like a victory over your own mind, your own old ways of thinking. You had this like dimensional shift and we're like, oh my God, like I'm doing actually way better than I thought I was. I'm actually having a victory when I thought I kind of wasn't, just because you looked at something differently. So good job. And you know what? That's, you know, at least we're leaving it behind. Ten of Swords. It was like we kind of had this, Aquarius, you had this like epiphany moment, this victory moment where you were like, aha, I have figured it out. And then you promptly went and died. Like you promptly were like, I'm done. Like I figured it out. I had my victory. And now, you know what? Goodbye. Like I picture Stanley in The Office when he like gets up and he's like, I'm done. Goodbye. That was you, Aquarius. You were like, figured it out, made some big wins up here, and now I'm going to go just lay here for the rest of the month. That's what we were doing in February. And you know what, Aquarius? It's okay. It was your season. You deserved that. Like you deserve that. Just, I'm done. I was going to say, what's coming? What's coming? And the Fool was like, hello, just jumped on out of there. The Fool, new journey, taking a leap of faith, jumping off that cliff, you know, just yeeting ourselves off the cliff, my lovelies. You might have a little partner, a little sidekick, then a little white doggy like, hello, you're taking all your stuff, you got a rose in your hand, and you are walking off that cliff confidently. You know, the Fool is a leap of faith. It is scary, you know, walking straight off that cliff, but you're doing it with confidence. You're doing it with that victory that you had. You're doing it with that new way of thinking, and you're kind of ready for it. Even though it scares you, you're like, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to I'm ready to shake things up a little bit. I'm ready to walk off this cliff, you know? What else we got going on for Aquarius coming up in March? The Lovers. Ooh, might be some love coming in, my lovely Aquarius. However, it could also be self-love. It could also be a choice, right? The Lovers can also be kind of like a decision that you have to make, a choice that you have to make. Either way, though, whether it's love or a partnership or a choice or whatever, I feel like it's divinely guided, right? In that card, you can see the Archangel behind them, kind of guiding their decisions. Whatever choice it is that you're making it in a divinely guided way. Or if there's a new partner coming in, it's a divinely guided partnership. And you are just springing right into it. Knight of Wands, right? You are just like, you took that leap, you felt guided, and you were like, goodbye. Like, you just leapt right off that cliff. It wasn't like a slow, like, slow moving forward. It was like, you just jumped off. I'm picturing like paragliding in my head. You were just like, goodbye, everyone. It reminds me of Plankton and SpongeBob when he was like, goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you in therapy. Like when he like switches bodies with Mr. Krabs. Look, I don't want to scare you, Aquarius. Okay. I say this with love. You are sprinting. You are yeeting yourself straight into the tower. But I know we all get scared to see the tower. I have a love-hate relationship with the tower, but now I understand the tower. You're like taking that tower head on. You are, and I've said this, if you follow me for a while, I've said this a million times. Sometimes you need to be the tower, and you are confidently being the tower. You are confidently like, okay, I know what I need to change in my life. Let's do it. Let me just... I feel like, because it's the Knight of Wands, right? And the tower's on fire. Like, you are carrying, like, the torch straight into that tower. And you're the one that's lighting it on fire. Okay? Look. Lots of major arcana for you, Aquarius, in March. Pluto. Actually, yes, Pluto. I think Pluto is coming into Aquarius, or Pluto is in Aquarius at the moment. Saturn is finally leaving Aquarius. How do I know this? Because my Saturn is in Aquarius and it is my Saturn return and I cannot wait for that shit to be over. So Saturn is leaving your sign and you're kind of, we have Death in the Tower. I know, scary cards, but not really, because I feel like the Tower, Death is Saturn finally leaving Aquarius. Saturn is the Lord of Karma. Saturn causes a lot of tower moments and a lot of death. And he is finally leaving your sign and going into my sign of Pisces. But it doesn't matter because my Saturn return is ending because my Saturn is in Aquarius. Death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. That's why you're burning down that tower, because you're like, it's time for this old version of me to go. Like, I'm done. And guess what? Once that's done, Four of Swords. I feel like it's going to be very quick, right? With the Knight of Wands. This tower burning death process is going to be very quick, and I have a feeling it's going to happen pretty much at the beginning of March, and then you're going to be able to rest. Four of Swords. Like, you're going to be like, my work here is done. I did the hard things and I'm done and I'm resting. I am resting, but still, because I just pulled the Seven of Wands, I feel like you have put your kind of defense mechanisms in place going through all of this. So they're kind of able to go off without you really needing to be there. Like, you have put the structures in your life around you so that you're able to rest while still defending your position at the top of the mountain, right? Because Seven of Wands comes after the Six of Wands. It comes after your victory. The victory, you're at the top of the mountain. The Seven of Wands, you're defending your place there, but you're able to do it so seamlessly. While you're in your Four of Swords energy, you're able to kind of defend, like, you burned down that whole tower, you built a new one, and you're able to like defend it without a hitch is what I'm hearing. Like, very seamlessly, you're able to like defend your spot at the top of the hill, defend your spot in the tower. I can't make this up, Aquarius. Look at that, right? I have an Aquarius friend, and I know that she has been stalked by this card for a really long time. This is what we like to see. Going from Nine of Swords into the Star, which is your card. This is the card of Aquarius. I'm wearing it on my neck right now. Like, this is where you have been. This is where you want to be, and it's coming. Like, no more waking up, nightmares, stress, anxiety, fears. You are sleeping soundly. You are sleeping soundly because I'm hearing you found what was meant for you. You found your North Star. You are very balanced, right? 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in the water. You were able to stay grounded while you're dreaming. No more of this. This is completely ungrounded panic, stress, anxiety, nightmares. Waking up and you're still living the nightmare, right? It's like now you're waking up and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I'm waking up and I'm in the star? Like, I'm waking up and I'm in my highest vibe. I'm in my highest life. I'm in my highest self. Wheel of Fortune, my loves. New wheel, new cycle. New cycle. New fortune is changing. We are getting off. My brain said Tower of Terror. I think I was trying to think of like rides where it's like, I mean, the Ferris wheel. My brain said Tower of Terror, like that ride. We're getting off that. We're getting off that ride and getting onto a new one. You're leaving the Tower of Terror, right? And getting on to like the Ferris wheel. A much better cycle. A much better, it's just a much nicer ride. It's still a little bit of a ride, right? There's ups and downs, but it's not like the Tower of Terror is like super high up and then immediately drop down. No more of that. It's more cyclical. It's more balanced. It's no more up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like, okay, you can kind of handle it, right? You can kind of handle this new ride. You can kind of handle this new wheel. So I know it's a little scary, Aquarius. I know we have some of those scary cards here, but you got it. I feel like you can handle it. And you are kind of in control of it. You are kind of like, yeah, literally, oh my goodness, I'm shuffling this Oracle deck and all these cards just came flying out. Storm and Fury. You are the storm. You are the tower. That's literally what this card is about. And it also says in the description of this card, like, if you are not the one doing it, if you are not the one being the tower, if you are not the one that's being the storm, that is doing what you need to do, that is like burning down what you need to burn down, the Storm and Fury is going to do it for you. The tower is going to do it for you, right? The universe will do it for you. And that's why you charged into that tower head first and burned it down. Because you were like, I'm in control of my own destiny. I'm not going to let, the universe do this for me. I'm going to do it myself. You became the tower. You became the storm. Excuse me. You became the Fury. Rightfully so. I love to see it. Like, there is such a thing as a healthy tower. There is such a thing as a healthy Storm and Fury when it is you controlling it. You're controlling the narrative. It's like a controlled burn, right? Like, they go out into like the crops and the forests and they do like a controlled burn so fresh new things can grow from it. It is a controlled burn. It is a controlled tower moment. And how are you doing that, my lovely Aquarius? By killing your darlings and looking at all the infinite possibilities. Darlings are a thing that authors use. A darling is like a thing that an author uses like over and over and over that they become like reliant on. No more. You gotta shake things up a little bit, my Aquarius. You gotta kill your darlings, kill your tropes, kill the thing that keeps like repeating itself over and over and over again in your life. I said this in the Pisces reading. You know, Pisces and Aquarius, I feel like we're very similar. Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. Stop doing the same thing over and over again. I just saw 1333 as I said that. That's why you needed that tower moment. That's why you needed the Storm and Fury. That's why you needed the death, is because you need something completely different, right? You're tired of being in that Nine of Swords. You're tired of being in that nightmare, waking up, going to bed, waking up, and you're in the same nightmare over and over and over again. You realized that it was kind of your own doing, right? I think that's what in the past, you know, we have that Ace of Swords, 10 of Swords, 6 of Wands. I think that's what that Ace of Swords was. I think that's what that aha moment was. You were like, oh, am I, that TikTok audio where it's like, is it me? Am I the drama? That's, you were like, oh yeah. Actually, it was me. And that's okay because you had a victory over it, right? You figured it out. And you're going from the Nine of Swords into you. This is Aquarius, the star. Hope, wish come true, light at the end of the tunnel. The star actually comes after the tower. In one of my favorite decks, the Way Home Tarot, the tower and the star, right? It's the tower and then the star. That's how it is in every tarot deck. The tower is lightning striking a cabin in the woods and it's on fire, and it caught the forest on fire around it. Again, what was the timeout? Controlled burn. The star in this deck that I'm talking about is depicted as the burnt down forest with a river running through it, and then there's the North Star like right over it. It's like the forest is burnt down, but you set that fire. You did that controlled burn for your own good, for your own health. And now you're looking towards the star and you found your North Star, and you are looking at all the infinite possibilities of what could come after you did what you were supposed to do, right? You did it. You did the controlled burn. You burnt those darlings, burnt down those idols, you burnt down that tower, and the universe is like, here you go. Here's all these possibilities that you didn't even think were possible. And now suddenly you're kind of looking at them. I feel like, you know, with the star, it's like there's one big star, but there's all these little stars. Like, there's a lot of stars in front of you, Aquarius. There's a lot of different things that you could do, a lot of different good things kind of coming your way. We love to see it. What else does Aquarius need to hear? Aggressively hydrate. Look, if you're watching this, take a drink of water. Cheers. Aggressively hydrate is a card of taking care of your physical body while you're going through all this, right? You get a little parched when you do a controlled burn in your life. You get a little thirsty, you know? Take care of yourself while you're doing this tower moment, while you're doing this storm and fury, while you're doing this death, this rebirth, this killing your darlings. Take care of yourself. Whatever that means to you, right? Different for everybody. But really taking care of your like physical body, like self-care, baths, massages, you know, eating in a way that feels good for you, moving in a way that feels good for you, drinking your dang water. Okay. What else does Aquarius need to hear as we move into March? And a lot of cards like almost popping out, and then they're like, no. I almost saw Sky Daddy, which we love to see. We love to see Sky Daddy taking care of us. Okay. Oh my goodness. So many cards. So many cards. What did I say? What did I say at the beginning of this reading, Aquarius? Eureka! I found it. I told you. More aha moments are coming your way. More aha moments are coming your way. You're having those epiphanies. You're like, oh my good. And this is such an Aquarius card. Look at this. Aliens, Sky Daddy, pirate ships. The veil is thin. Holding that torch that's kind of burning the tower down. You are just having so many aha moments. The thing is though, be careful of, this card says an answer, but not the solution. Like, be careful. That's our darlings, right? That's the things that we keep like going back to. Be careful of just kind of repeating old cycles, going back to answers, but not solutions. We want the eureka aha moment should be like the complete and total solution, not just like, you know, an answer to the problem, but we want the correct answer to the problem. But otherwise, we're feeling good. Be groovy or leave, man. This is the most Aquarius-y card ever, along with that Eureka card. Be groovy or leave. If something is not groovy, goodbye. If you're not feeling groovy in a place, goodbye. You just worked so hard, Aquarius. You just burned down your tower. You just had a total death and rebirth moment. Stop staying in places where you don't feel groovy. That's why you end up back in like the tower moment. Be groovy or leave, man. That goes for you being groovy. That goes for other people, energies, places, things, whatever. If it's not feeling groovy, you gotta get out of there. You gotta get out of there. I'm just looking at all the little posters in here. It's a very Aquarius card. Finally, the Love Garden. What you love loves you back. Look at how lovely this card is. Like, this is healing. There's like a bonfire in the middle. It's putting your love into something that's going to grow and give you a harvest, taking care of your ecosystem, having a really, really abundant harvest. There's like watermelons here, there's flowers, there's squash, but also it's not just about, you know, the harvest of what you've grown. It's about the people around you. It's about the community. It's about the environment. You can see there's a rainbow in the back. So many wonderful things are going to grow from this, from that controlled burn that you did. I love to see it, Aquarius. I'm excited for you. Let's pull one more card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Anything else that Aquarius needs to hear as we are going into March? You already have all the answers. It says, Voyage, you already have all the answers. There's more stars here. Looking at a map. Here's the thing with this card. It reminds me of the Magician. You already have all the tools you need. There's another card in another Oracle deck that I use. It says a magician is only as good as their tools. You have the tools, Aquarius. You have the answers. What was that other card? An answer, but not the solution. You already have the answers, right? To whatever this situation is. You already have like many different answers, but there are things that, again, that don't serve you anymore. That like you've moved past, you've had your eureka moment. You already have all those answers. The solution is also inside of you. You don't really need to be looking at a map to know the way home, right? I'm hearing like X marks the spot. Like you already know what that thing is. You know what the solution is. So stop trying to look outward for these answers. It's already inside you, my lovely Aquarius. That is all I have for you. I hope this resonates. Be sure to leave a comment, comment, subscribe, share, all those things. If this resonated with you, don't forget to check your sun, moon, and rising, and maybe your Venus sign, or if you have a stellium. If you enjoy this reading, I do live tarot readings, live yoga classes in my YouTube membership. If you enjoy yoga, I have multiple yoga challenges starting here on my YouTube channel starting March 1st. For members, you guys are getting an all-new yoga challenge because I did one in my membership a year ago, last March. That challenge is going to be released to the public. So if you want to try a yoga challenge, I'm going to be releasing one on my YouTube channel. But if you want a new one, if you've been a member before or you are a member, stay a member or hit that join button because you're going to get an all-new yoga challenge. Excuse me. A class for every day of the month of March. I also have courses. If you're watching this before March 1st, they are on sale for half off. I'd recommend you go grab them because after March 1st, sale is done and they're going up in price. Yay, inflation. I have retreats. If you want to join me on a witchcraft and wellness retreat, I only have 3 spots left for my Joshua Tree retreat this summer. I have lots of stuff. I'll put all my offerings in the description box below. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.